Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the Cartoon Reviews, where we are going to be reviewing Transformers Season 1, Episode 3, More Than Meets the Eye, Part 3. This is the third episode of the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye opening trilogy, the miniseries that started it all. And ironically, Transformers started with a 3-part miniseries, and it ended on a 3-part miniseries here in the United States continuity anyway, of Generation 1. And, which I found kind of ironic. I think that might have been planned. But, of course, me as a kid didn't know that. But I just thought it was pretty neat. Oh, hey, did you notice? But, oh, sorry about that. But, we're going to do this. I haven't done the shout-outs of the week last week, and I'm not going to do it this week. I'm actually going to leave the shout-outs of the week's shout-out of the week out, for the cartoon episodes. So we're going to go ahead, just look at episode 1, and I know my hair is a wreck, and my face looks like Sasquatch, but, that's right the point. I'm going to go do a haircut as soon as, later on at this point of the day as I'm filming this. So, next week you should see me a little bit less hairy. But, on to More Than Meets the Eye Part 3. This is, like I said, this is the third part of the miniseries. This is the culmination of the introduction of the Cybertronians, so to speak, the Autobots and the Decepticons. And this is where, in this episode, the Autobots capture Ravage and then Optimus lets him escape. It's great that he escaped so that way they could do a false Energon run for the Decepticons to go on. So that way Optimus Prime could take care of it all at once. But Megatron kind of outsmarted him by sending him some scrap parts for to pose as Decepticons. But at this rocky base that didn't exist, and which was one of Hound's holograms. But this was, like I said, this was a great episode. And you had Mirage sneak onto the Decepticon spaceship, the Nemesis, which actually in the Legacy toy line actually got a action figure finally, and it could transform. Kind of like the War for Cybertron had the Ark transform into a 18-inch action figure, which I've reviewed right as soon as I got them. But I have 2 Titan Clash figures, and I did the Ark in 2022, and I did Scorponok on New Year's Day. So, and I'm actually kind of glad I got the 2 of them and reviewed the both of them. I had Scorponok for almost a year before I reviewed him, because maybe I wanted to save him for something. I wanted to save him for something special, and because it was a special Transformer, so I wanted to do a special review on it. But I'm getting off track. But this is about Transformers Episode 3. And like I said, it was a very good episode. You had another one of my favorite quotes. This time it was by Starscream, where it says, it's time for talk is over. Battles are won by action, not words. Which is actually a truth and a lie at the same time. Young people, just remember that. And sometimes you do have to fight for what you want. I will say that if something's important for you and you believe in it strong enough, you need to fight for it. But sometimes fighting isn't just about action. Sometimes it is words. You just got to pick your battles, as they say. Pick your battles. And of course, Starscream couldn't always pick his battles. He always picked the most opportune time when Megatron was strong, not weak. So watch yourself, Starscream. Megatron might get you. Well, if you've been a lifelong fan of Transformers like I have, you kind of know where that goes. But I actually kind of like this episode. Like I said, it was one of my top I would say like top 10 episodes. Really, this whole miniseries, even though it was 3 parts, is 3 of my best episodes, favorite episodes, and I break them on to one spot. Because it's a 3-parter, it does tell a longer story, so it kind of worked. But I like how they thought the Decepticons were destroyed at the end of it when Mirage sabotaged the Nemesis and went back it crashed into the water. Or at least another ship that looked like the Nemesis. It wasn't the original Nemesis, because the original Nemesis crash landed in Peru, so I think it was Peru, and then we find out in a later episode. But in their new spaceship, Mirage kind of sabotaged it, and they crash landed into the ocean and landed in the bottom of the ocean, so that's where their base actually turned out being. So kudos to Mirage. And it was a pretty cool episode. I think it was one of my favorites. Actually, it is one of my favorites, to be honest. I ain't even thinking about it. But tune in next week as we review Transport to Oblivion. Sorry, I had to look at my TV to make sure what episode it was. But Transport to Oblivion is next. Tune in next week to hear that. Thank y'all for a great video. Thank y'all for allowing me to review the Transformers cartoons for you and let you know my analysis. But tune in next week for episode 4. See y'all in the next one. Peace.